Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Chris, the Comic Vet. Hope this live stream finds you safe and well. If you're catching this on the rewind, thank you very much. So tonight is the night that we're going to celebrate the Comic Army, and we're going to have a big old duck race and give away basically a nice Wonder Woman themed prize pack to one lucky member of the Comic Army tonight, which includes a few different Walmart packs, a few different slabs, well, 2 slabs, a poster, and some very cool number ones all pertaining to Wonder Woman. And on top of that, that very cool Void Rivals second printing, issue number 4, that published my letter. And I'll be honest, 2024 is going to have a lot of Void Rivals issue number 4 with the Comic Army box across the board, because I went and I picked up a whole lot of issues. But hey, man, like my letter got published, and it's pretty damn cool. But yeah, let's as much as I really would want to love to talk football with you and a few other people that are enjoying this football season, just remember, a few weeks ago the Bills were 5-5 and had less than a 10% chance of making the playoffs, and here they are now. If they win Sunday night against Miami Dolphins, they actually have the 2 seed for the remainder of the AFC playoff run. So we'll see. And if they lose, they need a couple things to happen in order to make the playoffs, but just win. That's all they got to do, is just win. Anyways, hopefully Josh Allen gets a little bit more accurate than what he's been over the last few weeks. Anyways, so today, by the way, Happy New Year, everyone. And forgive me for not starting the live stream that way. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. But most importantly, welcome to the first full new comic book day. I know Mark from Legion of Comics, my good friend, celebrates new comic book day yesterday, but everything got released today. So to me, this is new comic book day. With that being said, like I was talking to some of the people backstage, this was the first time in a very, very long time I was actually under $40 for new comic book day. Yes, under $40. And I still got some like important books, like books that are always on my pull list. We'll see. We'll get into that. But again, tonight is celebration of the Comic Army. My personal thank you for all the channel members. There will be a duck race a little bit later. I kind of floated the idea of having like an hour-long duck race and just kind of checking in with it. But in case you didn't know, if you run a duck race, it actually eats like a lot of bandwidth and it slows everything really down. So it'll be like a 45-second duck race. And at some point throughout tonight's live stream, we'll get into it. So let's bring up everyone who's kind of backstage hanging out. First up with Scotty.
What's up, y'all?
And nice shirt, by the way, man. Nice shirt. You're looking good.
You, sir. Appreciate it.
Jim, TW, or I should say TS, and my only subs brother, Rob's Fat Saxo Comics.
So $40.
So
that was your fastest intro ever, Chris. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I'm just under the 4-minute and 44-second mark.
Yeah.
So basically we were chatting backstage, and I actually had to cut off Taylor. For those that don't know, Taylor was one of those that picked up a very large lot of comic books, kind of lived the dream that we'd all would love to do, just randomly run into someone that has a lot of books that they're looking to get rid of. So now, TW, no pressure, but what are like the big runs that you've accumulated that you may move on from?
Well, most importantly, Chris, thanks for asking. I figured out where the cat pee was.
Okay. Jim, pay attention.
And it was really only on the Savage Sword of Conan magazines.
Oh no!
Or Gary B.
My buddy whose girlfriend's uncle's collection it was. I told him he could have all the Conan books because he's a Conan guy, and he helped me move them all. So he got a bunch of cat pee covered books.
Oh, that's terrible.
I bought him some beer too. It's fine. We're good. But the bigger runs, there's like a lot of Marvel runs that like started like mid to late Silver Age. So like Iron Man, Cap, Avengers, X-Men. I'm sorry, I don't forget somebody in there too. No Spider-Man.
Okay.
Like at all.
Daredevil.
Oh yeah, there's a pretty decent Daredevil run in there too. Actually, mm-hmm. Yeah. And then like there's a New Mutants. I'm pretty much complete. Like actually, I almost did a full run of New Mutants, X-Force, X-Factor, and then I stopped giving a shit. I stopped sorting. I sorted by box, and I made a note of what was in each box, and I flipped through every book to try and make sure I didn't miss anything. But I put all of Alpha Flight in chronological order because it's fucking Canada and who cares? And some of that, or like there's one box that literally has every crappy Image title, like this, not the first gen, like the second gen, like right after Wildcats came out, or the next run of copycats. It's just a box
Supreme and all those great titles.
Yeah, like Stormwatch in that.
Death Blow.
Yeah. So there is Stormwatch, there's Gen 13, there's a bunch of that. It's just kind of only one issue of Marvel Godzilla, and it was issue number 3, KBDM, that I remember finding. It's just kind of the guy who was into weird stuff. Like, I really wish you would have been into Spider-Man because that would have helped the value a lot, Right. But so, I don't want to. No, I'll wait till I go. I'll wait till I show books. But then,
right.
Anyways,
that's where I was going to go. Like, of the books that you mentioned and having decent runs, if they started Silver Age, Copper Age in that area, I think the one that you mentioned, I think would probably have the most amount of keys or potential value would be those X-Men books. I know probably Avengers, people think Avengers right away, but Avengers for a large gap didn't have that many keys. Whereas X-Men,
and neither did Iron Man, and neither did Daredevil, and neither did
outside of Frank Miller handling Daredevil. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and all the big keys were pulled out. Like no First Bullseye, no Death of Elektra, and then like Captain America has a lot of books, but not a lot of keys, and then. Avengers, no, and they're none of the Kane keys were really in there anyways. Okay. So they're all kind of somebody had picked them over a couple of years ago, I think, and so
it has been cherry picked for sure.
A little bit. I mean, I definitely will make value. I still pulled about 200 books out that I bagged and boarded as sort of keys, and then I have another stack here. I'll talk about it later. So, anyways,
okay, let's say hello to the chat, and first. It was Les Crucius. Les Crucius, 1971, my man. Happy New Comic Book Day. Thanks for stopping by.
First in the chat, first in Chris's heart.
First in my,
First in flight.
Shout out to J-Man. I didn't get to the shop today. I'll be there in spirit. Have a good stream. Thank you very much.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
Yeah. What are you subscribing to?
We all know what book Rob picked up and all the variants and ratios that came with it. But yeah, we'll get into that too. Well, Boar, have a great show. We'll miss it. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Comic Book Day. And I hope that you catch us on the rewind. Marcus from Circumstances, by the way, again, I say it every time Marcus shows up on my channel. Make sure you're following this man on Instagram, and his FOC Hangout is really good too. But his Instagram, if you need comic book based laughter or comic book community laughter, he is terrific.
Yes.
And, let's see. So yeah, he knows I'm a Bills fan. He's a Chiefs fan, and him and I have had some chats or whatever. And TW is a Pack fan. Yeah.
All we gotta do is beat the Bears, and we're in.
Sorry.
Bears.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. Art from the Warren Show.
It's at Lambeau. So.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a distinct advantage. Art from the Warren Show over in Michigan, my man. Happy New Comic Book Day. Hope to meet you one day, hopefully at the Motor City Comic Con. I'm glad that you're here with us. Jim is omnipresent, both in the panel and in the chat. TW wants a 50 mine. There's no way, man. It just eats bandwidth. Let's see. Scotty Vaughn is omnipresent as well. And a channel member, Dr. Von Hoots, Comics from the Spiral Dimension. Don't say that 3 times fast. DVH, my man, over on the other side of the pond. Happy New Comic Book Day. Hope you and your family are doing well. And I like my own letter. Nerd. Yeah. It's true. It's well written. It's very well written.
Now I've got to go look at it.
You got like
I got the whole set like right here. I'm gonna have to look at it because
my letter is single-handedly carrying this.
No, the fact that you just buy all of issue 4 to keep it going.
Never mind this fire cover,
Yeah, I don't have that cover. I need one of those. I don't have that cover.
Well, all you gotta do is win the duck race, and you can win some shockwave titties.
Yeah. Scotty, thank you so much for pointing this out. Everyone, please consider hitting that like button. It helps the program catch the algorithm. And Rob's team's got a legit chance to go the whole way. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And
we get to play all our backups this week so we can rest and then go into a bye week.
Yeah. Yeah.
That always works well for playoff teams. I hope they do that. You know.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The Ravens are looking like a very complete team. Both
Jim,
sides
you
of the
can be a
ball.
Packer fan. We'll take anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any allegiance to any of them, to be honest with you.
KBDM, my man. Happy New Comic Book Day. Thank you for stopping by. It's Austin LeMay. Austin, my man. Happy New Comic Book Day.
Austin, slow the hell down, God damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listening while he draws. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Austin's been pumping out some fantastic artwork, and I gotta admit,
here.
there's always that little bit of jealousy that hits me when I see stuff that he posts that's been graded in a 9.8, and he's like, "Oh, this is going to community member so and so," and there's always that little bit of jealousy. I missed out.
Look at you fishing.
You know what though? I was looking at.
I
the
ain't too
Blasting
proud
and
to
Stash-
beg, apparently.
I have the Blasting and Stashing book signed by both Austin LeMay and Pocan Joe, and I actually have 2 copies. So I'm thinking I may
See,
give
there
away
you are.
one.
You're
I
all
may
good
give
then.
away one of those books for my 1,500 subscriber
I
giveaway.
think we should all chip in and buy a commission of Captain Canuck for Chris.
If you're gonna do something, not Captain Canuck. Like, come on. Eli Gunter. Guardian is a much better representative of Canada. Anyway,
Yeah.
Eli Gunter.
Puck.
Happy
Puck
New
it
Comic
is.
Book Day. Puck, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what about Snow, the
Yeah,
white
what about-
rapper?
Yeah, what about Snow? HAQ, my man.
Or North Star.
Happy
There
New
you
Comic
go.
Book Day. North Star, yeah.
Well,
Say what you
hey,
want, man.
Austin,
North
I'll pay you to
is
draw North
groundbreaking.
Star in a blizzard for
He's a groundbreaker. Comic
North
Cap
Star in a
collectible.
blizzard for Chris.
Rich, Happy New Comic Book Day. Let's see. Sports ball. We're getting there. We're getting
TBH
there.
says none of that.
Any Marvel
comics.
Godzilla? I guess that was a
really.
question. That was a question that you answered.
Yeah.
C Bizzle, channel member of the Comic Army, who has a duck in tonight's race. Chris, aka Comic Vet. Hope that you're doing well, my dude. Hey, also chat. Hope that you're doing well. I know he's a big Lions fan, and sorry about last
I
week.
hope your Lions choke and die a horrible death.
Yeah, last week was not cool. Kyle, it's been a minute.
What's up, Kyle?
PPT, the promiscuous time traveler, man. Hope that you're doing well. And on the other side of the planet, it's Lee from Whack Comics, my man. Happy New Comic Book Day. Hope that you're being safe and well down there. He heard a rumor that he just started the TW is going to send on Candy 266.
Why would you want the second appearance of Gambit?
Because he already has the first.
Yeah, he might already have the first.
Yeah.
Channel member Steven C is in the chat tonight, my man. Hope that you're doing well. Your duck is locked and loaded, ready to go, as is my good friend DJ Lynx. Happy New Comic Book Day, man. Hope that you're doing well. We were talking about you backstage. Hope that the world is going well down in Brooklyn.
Man, what happened? They had a little minor 1.7 earthquake, and all of a sudden, crap goes crazy in New York.
I've never heard anything about this.
Well, buildings
Yeah.
did fall down.
I heard about Japan. I think
Yeah,
it was
Japan had a
yesterday.
big. Japan had a real earthquake.
Yeah, they
Some
New York-
point
New York
five
had
or
Yeah.
something.
Even New York had like some little 1.7, and they had explosions and stuff going off.
Did Japan really have an earthquake, or is that what they're
7.5.
Or was it Godzilla?
saying? Or was it Godzilla? And we just don't know.
I don't know. All I
Captain
know is
Canuck's
New York
not
had an
right.
earthquake so small I don't even recognize it as a sneeze.
Yeah.
The name changes saying Captain Canuck's all right. Captain Canuck is all right. I'm just saying it. Better represented for Canadian superheroes. Begins and ends with Wolverine. Right. Anyways, TJ, my man, Flash by Night.
Dude.
Hope that you're doing well. The invitation's always there. Streetside Anthony, my goodness, it's been a minute. Hope that you're doing well. I know that your family is hanging out with you often when you go to Comic-Cons. Look forward to shaking this man's hand one day. Good evening, everyone. Had wonderful holidays. Happy New Year to you, sir. Let's see. HAQ, I want to see what people we're almost there. We're almost there. Marcus, I never bought into the NFL rigged claims, but it definitely rigged. It felt rigged. Yeah. Like I think the entire planet stopped and was just like, oh, that ain't cool, man.
I mean, the Lions do still suck, but that actually was a bullshit call. I'll
I'm
give you
not-
that one.
yeah.
That's the only time you'll hear me say that about the Lions.
But you know what though? Like, why on the second attempt where they got pushed back, why didn't they just stop and kick the ball and roll the dice in overtime? Like 3 attempts to win the game. Like,
Yeah,
like
because it's
come
the
on.
Lions and they don't make
That's-
smart choices.
I do have.
He does have the first. That's why.
There you go.
All right, yeah, the Arthur Adams cover. So yeah, tonight is the Comic Army
Not a great cover.
box giveaway, and while I have a handful of people here, before we get into New Comic Book Day, I just want to spotlight the members of the Comic Army. All right, let's do this. Rob, you're right beside me. Show us what you got. And you're
What's
muted.
up, Chris?
Comic book wise, got it.
Okay.
Well, start off with the franchise.
Now let Rob hold that for a sec. Now,
Who is that?
when I went to visit Chris at Red Rocket Comics, and by the way, Chris is my LCS, your LCS, friend of my channel, friend of your channel. Make sure that you're checking out Red Rocket Comics across the board on all their social medias. And yeah, thank you, Rob. And this is often what happens during only subs. But this is a terrible cover. Like this might be the
That's
worst
awful,
cover.
yeah.
Who is
I've
that?
seen-
though?
Well,
in-
it is a
Yeah.
JRJR cover.
But look, now,
Yeah.
but because you're there, like look at the length of the Kingpin's legs.
CJ.
And look at the size of that, look at the size of the revolver. And in the book, Typhoid Mary is shorter than a Kingpin. And we all know the
Yeah.
Kingpin's supposed to be a very large man. I don't mean large width, I mean everything. And
legs
and
look
look,
weird.
she's almost taller than Kingpin. Like
I
Kingpin's
mean, it's
got
supposed
like
to be a top-down
legs.
view, and she's supposed to be a little behind him, but it's a bad
Yeah,
drawing.
the perspective is bad,
Terrible.
and
weird, really weird.
yeah, he looks more like Tweedledum than he does.
JR does not do good covers.
Oh, just worst cover of the week.
He
Yeah,
is. I've
not
said it
good.
once. I'll say it again. His father, he is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, you know what was a good cover was the 1 in 25.
See, now that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now,
There you go, baby.
hold on. Let's pay some respect to what a good Spider-Man cover actually should be.
Del
Like that-
Otter?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was nice.
No, it can't be Delato. There's a background.
Yeah,
And it's got light to it.
it doesn't
yeah.
have a. I don't have a signature that I can
I
see
gotta check that out.
on it, but yeah, 1 in 25 variant.
So I'm
Fire.
gonna say this on behalf of the
Journey.
entire channel watching and on the panel. Hello, Comic Journey.
What's up, CJ?
Look what he set down in the other one.
There's the DC franchise.
Maybe draw from a cross-eye perspective.
Cross-eyed perspective.
Channel member, Comicverse
Got it.
20, my man. Happy new
Oh.
comic book day. Your duck is ready to go. Just a heads up, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Oh,
Only
Yeah.
one.
So, anyways, there's the Batman franchise or DC franchise, Batman.
yeah.
And then of all the various covers there, for the second cover I decided to grab was the 1 in 50, which was Fire.
Yeah.
I
like
actually
that.
looked at that one too. That's really nice.
I know I pick a good looking cover off when the LCS shop manager stops to admire it as he's going through the books. It makes a comment because he doesn't make comments about covers very much. Gargoyles.
DNA.
That's I didn't realize that was Nakayama.
Mhm.
So Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099 came out. It's not a series that I care to pick up really. I know you all think that I was going to pick up a billion covers of it
Yes.
because it has to do with like zombies and shit, and I don't care about that stuff. But I did grab the 1 in 25. It's the only cover I picked up.
Which is all about
So-
zombies and shit. Yeah.
It's always about zombies.
But
and
it's
shit.
not just zombies. It's going to be different monsters throughout this series, including Man-Thing showing up a little bit later on
We'll see.
in one of the later.
I mean,
I'm sure
I'm not-
2099 is going to have an excellent design.
I'm not excited. Man Thing 2099 will really be a Man Thing for once. I really don't have a lot of excitement for this particular story, but whatever.
It's Steve Orlando, right? He can't write. So
Star Wars Darth Vader.
Yeah, one of the better stories Marvel's continuously putting out.
The 1 in 25.
That's nice.
Yeah, that is.
Man,
nice.
that Vader covers always pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to
no
make a
joke.
bad one. It seems.
Yeah.
High Republic Shadow of Starlight limited series.
Speckity spec. Few new characters introduced in that issue. Rich is saying I didn't get that one either.
And the last pickup will be the Venom himself, Venom.
Yeah, see, not the
What
best.
did they do
cover
to his
either.
costume?
Yeah.
I gave
Yeah.
up on that.
You know
Well,
what's
it's
funny? TW
last
Chris was
year.
complaining about the
Because
same
it's-
thing.
Because it's two different characters.
It's like
But neither of them
Peter's.
are Venom.
It's like Peter's spacesuit or something.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because there's a whole. This is true. I mean,
Yeah.
look, the Venom book has been focused on a whole bunch of different symbiotes. This
Right.
entire book,
Yep.
very little of it. I mean, it's like one story arc within it is the Venom symbiote with Brock's son. Then there's the whole Brock story that's going on, and then there's some other symbiotes that are having going on. It's
I don't
it's
care.
not.
Just tell me this about 9:15 tonight when I can't sleep, and it'll just knock me right the hell out. Because
It's like maybe one of the 4 Star Wars books monthly don't introduce new characters. Okay, legitimate
boy.
question to the panel. Around the panel, Rob.
all right,
JR over Liefeld or no? Rob?
You know what? I think Liefeld just gets a bad rap on a lot of things. I mean, don't get me wrong; he does do some garbage, but he does do some good stuff. Same thing true. I'm like, as much as I like to give JR crap, he puts out some good stuff too. But lately, it seems that he's putting out more crap than not. So right now, today, I'd probably go Liefeld just because I think some of the stuff that he's been putting out lately has been better than the stuff that JR has been putting out lately.
Scotty?
No, Rob said it really well. He pretty much mirrored what I was going to say. He said it best. I feel like
Jim?
that consistently Liefeld's put out better stuff lately.
Ditto.
Yeah. TW?
Yeah.
interior art, JR covers Liefeld.
It's hard for me to go against the guy that created the Hobgoblin, but JR is like mailing it in. At least Liefeld has been consistent. But I got to admit, I am not necessarily a fan of Liefeld's Deadpool over the last, say, 5 or 6 years. I prefer other artists handling Deadpool. But yeah, I think everyone is right here on the panel. The interiors for JR not that bad, but covers, it's Liefeld all day.
Yeah.
Really,
Listen,
I'd rather
Liefeld
have
wants
somebody
to know
other
how
than
it's
either one of them. But that's
Right.
just
Liefeld drew a shitty character in 30 seconds, and somebody else made him popular and famous.
Yeah,
That's
that's what.
Deadpool.
Yeah,
I mean,
100% true. Yeah. How about them Cowboys? CJ,
they're going to
they-
lose to the
Oh.
Packers in their first round of the playoff. I don't know. Whatever.
yeah. You know what? His Typhoid Mary, still not that good. If you saw today's cover, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
and his original
Never mind,
Typhoid
I was
Mary
15
not
minutes
that good
behind.
either.
Okay, all right. So he hit the fast forward button. Liefeld's been mailing it in for the cash. Yeah, well, like his covers have been all right. All right, Scotty, my man,
Yep.
show us what you got. Nice shirt, by
Well,
the way.
Thank you so much. A small week, so I actually did pick up a couple of Marvel Legends as well, though. But my first pickup was this Kid Venom Origins. I'm just gonna check it out, see what the character's about. So,
That's the worst logo of the week.
do what?
Worst logo, but you know what? The artwork, I thought the artwork was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but look at that.
Oh.
Look at just
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
but
the
you're right. Yeah,
logo, look at the title.
The trade dress is bad. Yeah,
That
It
is
is
god
bad.
awful.
yeah.
It is
But
bad.
the artwork is pretty cool.
And then the A cover for that, I don't remember pre-ordering that, but it was in my pull box. And
I
then
think
grabbed
LCS
this-
just do that sometimes. They're like,
Yeah.
crap, we ordered a
Mhm.
bunch. We're just going to
I
pretend.
feel
we
obligated to
pre-ordered
get it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel obligated to get it at that point, so I just grabbed it. And then
I don't know what Rob. Can you help me out? What's going on with this cover here?
I think that this is the infamous Wolverine's got to take a poo.
yeah,
The do you
he's
poo
definitely
Wolverine?
Boo.
Oh, there we go. That's what Austin LeMakin draws. Wolverine.
And then we got that one for Captain America.
Okay, I actually like that. That's a nice homage.
With
That's
all
Jim Ross. That's a
Wolverines
good
in the
cover.
background.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I
that's-
grabbed it.
Yeah, that's a good cover. That's the Jim Rugg cover.
yeah, that's I like that. Can anyone answer this question? I know Kid Venom is like a I thought it was a bunch of stories that have now been collected and put back out monthly, and I think that's what Scotty just had in his hand. But I
Yeah.
don't know if it's like an anime version or what. I
Kind
gotta
of,
admit,
and
this is
that's
something I
just a
don't
collection
know.
of the stuff that's already come out right now is what Scotty's
Yeah.
got. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Grab that because I've been collecting these. I have all of these except for one, the very first one.
nice.
So pick that one up. This is a really good art germ cover. Well, I went blank for a second. Thought that was really good though.
Oh my. All right.
But yeah, that's pretty good.
That's Magic the Gathering.
Magic, that's nice.
Got some foily goodness for Vengeance of Moon Knight. Really shiny. I don't know who the artist is on that, but it's a cool cover. Then we got, I love this artist. This is a Brazilian artist. He goes by Brao, Brao. That's his cover for basic.
Was it shaved down there then?
Was this-
Oh,
Oh,
it's a nice cover though.
that's a legitimate question. What was the very first one, Scotty? What was the first? Was that the Kid Venom that you showed?
No, I think they talked about the first of the Disney tribute.
Yeah, what was the
covers.
first? Yeah.
It was another Avengers. It was the very first one that they did of these. It was an Avengers cover.
Okay.
So that's the only one I was missing.
Shout
I'll
out
pick
to
it up.
channel member Dagger Cards. Is joining us, Dagger, my man. Happy New Comic Book Day. Stick around for the duck race.
Yes.
Check out that
I like
foil.
that.
Oh boy.
Sick. It was
Conan's looking
$14 though.
Thunder and Kirby.
Is it because it's foily?
I
I
guess.
think that Conan lost some weight there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are nice
right.
swords she's
I think
carrying
she's
there.
Brazil.
Oh.
Working out the pec
He's
stuff.
Brazilian.
And then I always pick up a couple of action figures, Marvel Legends. And I found that at Target for $12. So I grabbed Gamora. And then
It's perfectly balanced.
I pre-ordered this Power Princess to complete
Yes.
my Squadron Supreme. So I got this in today. So my Squadron Supreme is complete. So, but that was my new comic book day. Real small.
CJ's requesting to take a look at that basic
He's
instinct
getting
one more
horny.
time.
Sharon Stone, Brow. Check out Brow on IG. Brao. He's a really good artist.
It's a spicy meatball, as Rob would say.
Yeah.
Very nice.
No, that's not what I would refer to that one as.
Thank you, sir.
Just
Oh,
wait a
my
couple
God.
weeks. Just wait a few weeks until all those. There's a series of Power Girl stuff that's coming out in a few weeks, and some other snow or sweater variants where Green Lantern's all like out. All the female Green Lanterns in a lagoon and stuff coming out. You guys will have plenty of eye candy.
PTT, the Squadron Supreme, which is a superhero team in Marvel Comics. There is a ripoff of Wonder Woman that is named Power Princess, and she looks basically identical. There was a great cover of her done by Art Germ maybe about a year and a half ago when Marvel was doing what would happen if the Avengers were never assembled. And
Right.
Squadron
Yeah,
Supreme
the Heroes
would be-
Reborn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Heroes Reborn. That Squadron Supreme would be the primary team for the planet, and there was a gorgeous cover that Art Germ did, like I mentioned, and that was like one of my early introductions to Power Princess since like the very early '80s. But yeah, that's that's a D-list character at best.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, great
They,
figure
they
though.
never really took off.
Yeah,
I'm just into the Squadron personally.
Yeah. They, what did they have? Like they had Prism and all these other different ones. I mean, there's some cool ones in
Dr.
there.
Prism's cool. Yeah.
I
great day.
just got this one for Moon Knight. They had that version and another one. They didn't even have a foil one. I looked through their variant box and they didn't have any. So I guess he didn't order any like that. This is the Moon Knight, the last issue that I didn't end up reading. So I had to buy it. I don't know what happened. Same with this. I didn't get the last issue of Peacemaker Tryhards, and I want to read it. I think this is the last issue of it.
It's a great cover though.
Isn't that a great cover? It's like a movie poster cover.
Yeah, the Conan Barbarian. That's great. Yeah, shout out to Brian LCS, my man.
So
Happy New Comic Book Day. And Dale Suspense, that guy. Dale Suspense.
This is just so goofy. It's just like this show, and so I know I'm gonna love the way they finish it. this is my only other book that I got that is an indie book that is uber violent, and I'm kind of digging it.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
yeah, I just finished reading it before we got on, and I was like, man, this is so good. And then I got a couple things that I during Christmas I went down to Richmond to see family, and I got together with Brother John, and I was like, bro, let's go to an LCS or something. Actually, he said there's a LCS, and then there's a card store right beside it. I needed to get some card sleeves, but I found this, and
Kelly.
get it.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And then I had to get this one. Scotty will like this one.
Yes.
It's I have to have some Christmas themed books. So
Awesome.
and then,
Good pickups.
this was a what if that I didn't have. I don't know why I was missing that one, but I looked on my. There's a couple in here that I got that I never had. I love this cover.
Oh, that is cool. I like that.
Yeah, I love that cover. And then the last one is a one shot that John found and said, hey, do you want this to read? And I did. And it's a one shot Ragman Suit of Souls. And the reason why this is so significant is because I'm waiting for
Ragman
one
looks
more
buff.
issue.
Weird.
What's that?
That's because they made Ragman look buff, which is just weird.
Yeah. But I am waiting for one more issue of the old series, and then I'm going to read them and do a review video. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, that's all the books that I've got. I got a ton of other stuff, but that's all the books that I got.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, TW.
All right,
Show us
so-
what you got.
I will. So I was talking about the comic book collection, and my buddy Eddie is a big X-Men guy, and he said, hey, here's what I'm missing between 100 and 200. And now he's trying to complete a full run of I don't have any of the early stuff he has. But this is what I have that he's missing. So I'm gonna talk to him tonight, we'll see what we can do. But like
Let's
that's
see
the
it.
first one. That's the biggest bad boy of the bunch. But if you look closely, it's got 2 stickers on it. And it's a low grade anyways. And it had a 5 for $1, then a 6 for $1. So apparently nobody bought it for 20 cents.
Wow.
Wow.
So they bought it for like what, 17?
Hold on just a second. Can you hold that back up for a sec? So Rob and I poke fun at this cover a little bit on Only Slabs,
Yeah.
but as you can see, the entire X-Men team is in trouble. So Cyclops is just going to drink all the water so everyone is safe.
There you go. Yeah,
That's
about
a
right.
leader right there, everyone.
Thank you, Chris. I almost forgot about that because I didn't recognize it without the slab around it.
And then,
Oh.
first appearance of Captain Canuck.
There we go.
Yeah.
Those are big books, though, man.
Yeah, I got to get.
But,
Yeah,
I mean,
there's one I'm missing.
this one especially. Detached
Yeah.
cover, low grade.
Yeah.
This one's in a little bit better shape. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, Eddie's my boy, and he's given me some pretty good hookups throughout the
Yeah.
stuff and books I've been hunting for. So, and then
Yeah,
they get
cool.
less big for the most part. Like this one's a fairly,
Yeah.
That one I can't remember what that one's a first. Is this first Kitty Pryde? I can't remember.
I think so.
But it's also you can see. I mean, it's
Yeah.
first Taylor Swift.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
there we
spec
are.
book of the month.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Yeah. First,
And then
first crazy or first what's
I don't know.
Rabid Wolverine? Like
Oh,
whatever. I just
Berserker
I
Wolverine.
didn't even really look. I just pulled them from the stack and bagged and boarded them just so I
Yep.
can talk to him tonight about it. So you can tune in to Cranky Comic Book Chat on his channel at 8:30 tonight, and you can see what we talk about. And then this is the new shit I bought, and it's not much, but I agree with Jim.
I missed that.
This came out last week, but I missed it. Local Man number 8. Vengeance of Moon Knight.
Nigget.
Sounds good, CJ.
Now,
This was
I saw
supposed to
that.
be
That
the
was
biggest
kind of
bloodbath ever.
That's the Beneath the Trees Kneel Before Zod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. I was interested in picking that one up. Is it worth actually picking up TW?
Meh.
Yeah. Is Superman in it?
It's okay. I mean, our interior art's not great. Zod looks
There's a
really
nice
goddamn
quote
weird,
for it.
and it's really not that violent. So I don't know.
Okay.
And then I got This is actually probably more violent. Yeah, it's that's all I got for new stuff. There's one I wanted to get that I have to hunt down. That the guy, I didn't hit up a bunch of shops today because I knew it was gonna be a light ass week. So like I have to go hunt down Pine and Merrimack #1 if I can find it, which is the first.
You know which cover you want?
I debated that.
Probably just
Sure.
the A cover, but like, yeah.
Because my shop had a ton of them and like 5 different covers.
Oh yeah, I can find it around here. I'm not worried about it too. I just haven't. I didn't have a chance today. Like, it's the new Kyle Starks book, and I really like Kyle Starks' writing lately. He's the writer that did the Peacemaker Tries Hard, which if I ever make a top 10 video of last year, it'll probably be on there. So.
It's like a detective story, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I've liked the other stuff he's written. His writing's gotten pretty solid, not just humor wise, but like writing wise. So yeah.
That one stood out at me, and the other one that stood out at me on the shelf that I didn't pick up was Unnatural Order #2.
I think that was last week, wasn't it? Or
I
was
don't know.
it this
It was on my
I don't
shelf
remember
stock,
that one.
my store stock this week.
So
Yeah,
that's what I got.
I forgot about. Thank you.
We might have been delayed because of the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on that website that we all go to, and I don't remember seeing it at Retro Rocket Comics. Okay, where are my books? Here.
Where are my books?
Where are my books? I got to go like this and put them in order. Normally, I am very prepared. So thank you. So I went to Retro Rocket Comics today, and Chris had my pull list waiting for me. So Chris, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. And he gifted me a book as well, and I'll save that one for last.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it his birthday recently too, or something like that? I don't know. Happy late birthday, Chris! I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, these are things you need to pay
He's giving you
attention to,
gifts that
Chris.
you don't even know. My goodness.
Man.
No, he had it on Facebook. I think it was
Shame.
last week. So I don't know. Sorry.
What a
Yeah. Look, man, like, there's a few things I don't care about in birthday. Okay. So
and birthdays that aren't yours, you don't care about it. Got it. Got
even
it.
that one, like mine this New Year's like on a Tuesday or something. So who cares? Anyways, I've been quietly enjoying Gang War, especially what's been happening with Miles' title. Peter's title has been okay. And we'll say hello to Marco, who's joining us.
What's up, dude?
But this like 2024 can wrap up tomorrow. This is still the worst cover of the year. This is just au fromage. Like I don't know what he was thinking. And I actually I actually remember saying to Chris, like why is the editor okaying this? This is like the franchise title, your best-selling comic book that your publishing house puts out, and you allow this as your A cover?
Right, Kelly.
Like this isn't even good enough for like the children's version of Spider-Man that they like the under 12 book that they do. This is bad. I don't want my letter. Never mind. I'm kidding. If my letter is published in this, I may sing a different tune.
You should write a letter complaining about the cover and see if it gets published.
Mm-hmm.
You should pick up a good cover like the one in 25.
From all of us to Chris, happy belated birthday. And I'm not on Facebook, so I wouldn't know that. But let's see. Gang War with
but you see him on a regular and consistent basis and face to face.
Yeah. Another weak cover, in my opinion.
The giant happy birthday banner at the shop didn't alert you to anything? Or?
Yeah, that was not there. Let me tell you. Venom 29, whatever way you want to look at it. But
man.
yeah, again, not the best cover. A much better cover, thankfully, belongs to the Sentinel of Liberty, Captain America issue number 5. Again, I'm really enjoying with Straczynski character, and it might be worth a pickup in a trade if you read Captain America part-time or whatever. You'll probably be able to get all 5 issues anyway. I'm really excited about reading this. I know Rob said he's not, even though it's his second favorite Spider-Man, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this. And the fact that Chris from Retro Rocket Comics mentioned that every issue may introduce or may have a different monster in it, that this is going to be that type of series, I'm in for it. If they do like a zombified Godzilla, because Marvel has the rights to Godzilla. Oh, no, they don't. DC does now. Never mind.
Godzilla 1999 with shoulder spikes and
yeah, we'll strike that one from the record because DC has them right now. like everyone else, the Batman was 141. It's been good. I think Detective Comics has been better than the franchise title. To be honest
There you
with
go.
Yeah. Thank you. Need to make. Yes. Well, I know what's going on at bright and early. However, cover of the week for me belongs to In Hyuk Lee. And I'll said it before and I'll say it again. Poison Ivy often has the best variant covers in comics. I don't care. Marvel, DC. Again, Poison Ivy has a great cover this month. I believe this is the B. I don't think it's the C, but In Hyuk Lee hit it out of the park. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. In Hyuk Lee is a great artist, and Poison Ivy seems to have some of the best artists do their variant covers, all the time. And so over the last couple of months, Chris has been gifting me Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, and Jenny Frison has done 2 foil covers, basically the 2 main characters at a very early age, then middle age, and the last issue is that the 2 main characters late in life. And I hope that this shows because it is extra foily. But this is the Frison Once Upon a Time at the End of the World.
But there's no Wang on the cover.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That book has a lot of Wang.
Does it?
Honestly. Clearly, you haven't read it then, Chris, because it's like
no.
Half the book is doing helicoptering around.
I see Aaron. Is this Jason Aaron that's at the helm for this then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up the trade if it's worth it. But my goodness, it's just so foily, like that She-Hulk there in the pool from last month.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, fire. Yeah, foil. Rudy's just getting here, but we'll listen on the drive home. Appreciate that. Okay, everyone, let's take a look at the Comic Army Appreciation Giveaway, and then we're going to run the Ducks. And like I mentioned at the beginning, pretty much for this year, I'll be giving away Void Rivals issue number 4, but this particular one.
For the next 10 years.
Yeah, no. Void Rivals, the second printing for issue number 4, the Shock Tits cover. But I don't care that TW said that. This is a great cover.
It's not bad, but that's a very chesty Shockwave.
Yeah, it's not Transformers 5, but this is pretty damn good.
Transforming 925.
Yeah, for Shockwave.
Transformers gotta make a living.
Because this is a Wonder Woman theme box, I'm give away 3 DC Walmart packs. The first one is with the Nubia and the Amazons issue number 1 on the front cover, the Walmart variant. I don't see any square bound in here, but we'll see what the next one has. It's Wonder Girl, the variant cover, issue number 1. And like I showed last week, issue number 1 for Wonder Woman 84. And all of the books that are in there. Wonder Woman number 1 from the latest run. This variant cover. Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman number 1 from the new 52. Great cover. And Wonder Woman number 1 from Rebirth. And let me get a picture of the poster ready because Chris from Retro Rocket Comics has put in this poster. Here's the gatefold poster.
Nice.
So if that's something that you may want to put on your wall, you can. I do admit that I like that cover. And Chris from Retro Rocket Comics has donated a 9.6 CBCS copy of Bullets and Bracelets, issue number 1. And the final part is DC versus Vampires All Out War, issue number 2. The variant cover featuring Wonder Woman in the vampire form, getting a little bit of a suntan in a nice CGC 9.8.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, that's the box, and we'll go like this, and then I will share the screen, and we'll get the ducks up here.
Right foul.
Okay.
45 minutes. Let's go.
All right. All right. We'll shuffle this 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Here we
And
go.
off to the races.
Man, Canadian ads are weird. Weight Watchers for French.
In the league, the things I links. Things I
There's
links.
nowhere
There's
for
a
me to go.
comic
Hold on. Maybe if I do this.
Comic Viking is taken up in there, and Jack B Comics is in the lead.
Well, Jack B's definitely not winning. Neither is
Yeah,
Comic
that
Viking
Digger
or
Jim in
DJ
the back
Lang.
there holding his own. He may come up at the end. You never know. Brian
It's going to be
LCS.
Brian
in
LCS. I'm
next.
calling it right now.
Oh no, there goes DJ Links, and up again was Dagger Cards. Yes.
Comic
And here comes Tony in the up there goes Tony. Adventure Show, Dagger Cards. Oh my God, who is this?
Oh, Jack just hit a rock or something.
Gary B.
Low
Flo
Dameron.
Dameron is coming out of nowhere.
Oh,
It
there you
could be
go.
Flo
Oh.
Dameron for the win.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I
He came out of nowhere.
Who could have predicted that the lead duck didn't win? That's never happened in that thing.
You never want to be the lead duck.
Well, congratulations. I'm going to reach out to Flo Dameron on Instagram and get his address and get this package all bundled up and shipped off. Yeah, dang. I hit a rock. Yeah, Comiverse, my duck ran out of gas. Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
it happens. It happens.
Congrats, Flo, my brother.
Very good. So, TW, if anyone's interested in any of those books, how can they reach out to you?
All
right.
Hit me up on Instagram, Empty Thought Balloon. But I'm not dicking around piecing through 40 boxes for a lot of people. So if you want a full run of stuff or a lot of stuff, let me know. If you want keys, we can talk. But like, I'm not pulling like X-Men 207 for just because it's just no. If you want 207 to 300, yeah, at this point.
So I'll send you all my list of individual loosey-gooseys I need to complete runs. No problem. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. No G.I. Joe.
There was no Joe? All right. Very
No
good.
Joe.
All right. So before we wrap up, the whole copyright thing kind of expired on Mickey Mouse. And if you guys remember
on Steamboat Willie. Mickey Mouse.
Thank you. So if you remember last year, it happened to Winnie the Pooh, and then there was a Pooh horror movie, Blood and Honey, that came out, and I believe it made DJ Link's top 10 worst movies of the year. Like, apparently it wasn't even campy. It was just a terrible movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But in case you weren't aware, in the last day or two, it's now happened to the mouse. And there is a new trailer that's now floating around. Basically, a bunch of kids go to a theme park and there's a slasher running around, and he's wearing a Steamboat Willie, nay, Mickey Mouse mask, wiping people out. And well, these are some interesting times we're living in, because I remember last year, this time when we talked about it, that, hey, what happens to the mouse? Because will he get the same treatment?
Well, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but there's people in a certain chat that are getting all butthurt about it too. It's like, oh boy, chill out.
Yeah, I love the mouse. I'll admit I love Mickey Mouse, but you know, it's gonna happen. Like, all these big properties are now becoming available.
That's why Disney changes the character every so often. So while the oldest version of that has fallen off, other iterations of Mickey Mouse are still under copyright.
Right.
And anything that kind of screws over any giant corporation ever, I'm kind of down for.
I really wanted Blood and Honey to be good, but it just wasn't.
Yeah. I've heard people say Cocaine Bear blows.
I see what you did there.
It was a better
Cocaine Bear was amazing. I loved Cocaine Bear.
That whole
Cocaine
thing
Bear was-
happened around here where I live.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen either, but I've heard Cocaine Bear blows Blood and Honey out of the water. Waka waka. Yeah. All right, let's go around the panel. TW, what do you got coming up?
Nothing.
Okay. What's happening on other people's channels that you're making appearances on?
I'll be on Cranky Comic Chat tonight, so show up on Eddie's channel. Old Man Collectibles. You can try and talk me into selling you just New Mutants 14 or some bullshit. So, love you, Kelly.
You know, there were some great covers in the
I love the new. That's
like,
my other problem. Is like some of these I kind of want to keep, and like Bill Sienkiewicz is one of my favorite artists of all time. So yeah, and I know people hate him, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen it, and I haven't heard people say that it's terrible.
Oh, I loved it.
It's not bad. It's not.
It's
great.
hilarious.
Yeah, cocaine is not cocaine. Bonjour, Jean, ça va? Jean Malo has joined us. It's all good. Izzyverse is checking in from the AEW wrestling match that's going on tonight.
Nice.
TVH is saying Cocaine Bear is far better than the trash is Blood and Honey. My man Warlord, happy new comic book day. It's been a minute. And AR, my man, happy new comic book day. I've already started animating Hearts of Darkness starring Steamboat Willow. That's great. That's great.
Noise.
But you know what? We're not quite done yet because TJ's in the house, my man.
Let's have TJ.
Oh,
You're almost out of here, and then he
Just when
pulls
you
it back
thought
in.
Chris is like, no, I'm crossing that hour mark. Show us what you got.
I'm like this. I'm in the chat backstage trying to steal 2 minutes, just because
Yes.
Vengeance of the Moon Knight.
Speckity
Yeah, I
speck.
showed mine.
His cover.
Did you read it already, TJ?
Yes. And there are no hints as to who he is just yet.
Okay.
Even I have the speculation from issue 30 of Moon Knight, but issue 1 doesn't tip it off yet.
Mhm.
It knocks a couple of people off of the suspect list, but it doesn't give you anybody. Let's see, Greg Capullo.
Oh, very nice.
nice.
That could almost become a statue. It's so nice.
And E.M. Gist. I think it's Gist. Is it Gist or Gist?
Yeah.
I
If you
Yes.
animate
I don't know.
think it's
it,
just like guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his covers on Moon Knight. I haven't seen much of his other work, but I pick up all of his covers on Moon Knight
He's got some great Star Wars
good.
covers.
because they wrapped up their second story. Jed McKay has, and so I'm jumping back in on Doctor Strange. I want to catch up and go back for the other story with like the General Strange that's been fighting like 1,000-year war or something like that. I want to go back for that, but I do want to jump back in on Doctor Strange.
That looks weird.
Yeah,
Looks like a floating baby.
I think it's Clea's sister,
It looks
they're
like a
supposed-
baby.
and they're supposed to be babysitting, but there's probably like magic baby shenanigans. I don't know.
I love Jed McKay. Please tell me he didn't go off the rails with that though.
So issue number 13, which is the real reason I'm jumping back in. Issue number 13, A has Hunter's Moon and Taskmaster in the story,
Ooh, I
and
like
B somebody's turned New York into like a D&D game. And
All
so,
right.
and I don't know
You're
anything.
talking me into it a little bit.
I don't know anything about D&D, but I saw Hunter's Moon on the Alex Ross cover, and I'm like, okay, we got to get it. I don't know what it is, but I have to have it. And last one is a book that I gave up on last week. But my shop owner finally found Avengers Inc. issue number 1, which is the last of the 4 Alex Ross covers that I was missing.
Yeah, so
Which also turned out to be the gatefold cover
Awesome.
for Timeless. Yeah.
there's my Captain Marvel that I grew up with right there.
This is the one I wanted the most, and he had it in the shop. I haven't looked at it yet, but it has a tear somewhere, and so he had put it away because he wasn't going to sell it. But I told him I'd take it off his hands, and by then he'd lost it, and didn't know where it was, and so he found it and sold it to me for like $2, which is fine. But that's it.
Very good.
2 minutes of fame.
TJ, while you're talking, what's happening on the Flash by Night YouTube channel, sir?
TBD, but I have to do something now because my cousin knows I have a channel, And one of the guys at the shop, who I have no clue who he was, never seen him before, says, "You're that Flash by Night guy." I'm like, "Well, somebody outside of our group has seen me, so I guess I gotta get back on the horse."
Yeah, peer pressure now. Peer pressure.
I've been peer pressured.
All right, Rob, what's happening on the Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics YouTube channel, sir?
Well, tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll do a mystery box. We got a unknown comics mystery box, which I don't normally do, but it contained a chance at an X-Men 1. So we're gonna find out whether or not I got X-Men 1 or X-Men 2 or 3. Actually, you had a chance at X-Men 1 through 9.
So it's a lottery type of mystery box set.
Yeah, it's like the old torpedo boxes,
Like
sort of.
torpedo box. Yep.
It was $110. You got 35 books. Plus a 10 versions, 10 exclusive trades, 10 regular daily books, and 5 incentive ratios.
Wow,
and then you got a chance. Then you got a chance at a X-Men 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, all low grade. But one of them, I think the X-Men 2, was signed by Stan Lee.
Dang.
Wow.
Who was that with?
Unknown Comics.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll open that and we'll see if I kick off 2024 with a banger win or not.
Wow. Wow.
And then, of course, Saturday we'll have Only Slab. Sabat and Ken comes back. You may not remember Sabat and Ken, everybody out there, but Chris and I do, because he's a ASM collector competing for like one of the guys who plays the gamification of his ASM run on the CGC census, trying to get the top ranking, and he that's pretty damn good. He'll be bringing some ASM books, but he'll also be bringing some other books. He's also fallen down the sci-fi golden age rabbit hole.
I thought you were going to say
he's one of your
going to bring in
people,
other
Rob.
books like Web of Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man. And
One of your people.
Yeah, no. So we'll have him join us on Saturday, and then of course we can back around on Monday with mail call. I'll be opening up some keys. Imagine that.
Yeah. Scotty, what's happening on the SVon82 YouTube channel, sir?
Monday, Comic Book Addicts is back, first show of the year. So we're going to have an awesome guest, Angelo from Toy Gains. He's a big toy collector, has an amazing collection, and it's going to be a fun show. I got a lot of really fun shows coming up, so stay tuned. But yeah, come hang out Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time if you're not doing anything.
Yeah, and great job with your Christmas special. That was really
that
good.
was cool.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jim, what's happening on the Digger Jim YouTube channel?
Well, Chris, let me say, there's a lot of big things happening on the Digger Jim YouTube channel. We're launching 2024 with a bang. I am committed to doing a lot more dig videos, but also I'll be doing reviews. I'm going to be looking at short series that I can read and do quick reviews on. And because as you can see, I'm an Arsenal fan. My wife went over to England last year. When she was over there, she picked me up a bunch of soccer pack of cards to rip. So I'll be doing some pack rip shorts. Nice. I got a lot of stuff going on.
Nice.
So be on the lookout.
Show to channel member Adam, collecting with Durs, dropping that 10-month sticker. Just got home, but dropping some love to my legends. Hashtag Comic Army. Adam, we appreciate you. Myself, again, I don't know if I feel like I've hit the creative wall when it comes to YouTube, but it happens every once in a while. You're kind of thinking, oh, like I don't know what to do, but I still am gathering up all the stuff I want to give away for my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. And also, everyone, if you're interested in supporting the new 2024 campaign for Comics Curing Cancer, you can start by picking up an Only Slabs t-shirt with my fun little logo and my fun little expression on the back there. 8:30 tonight, I'll be dropping my new comic book day haul. This is a thumbnail from last week. And Friday, keep an eye out for the top 10 highest selling graded comic books for the week. This past week on eBay. And let me tell you, there are some books that are already like well over $9,000 that just kind of caught me off guard. I was like, wow, that's a high grade, and I can appreciate the fact people are spending money. But that's about it for me. Everyone, again, thank you so much for spending time with me. And I've been guilty lately of not paying attention to the comics as I shut down the show, but woohoo, cards. And With that being said, everyone, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Again, Happy New Year. And thank you, Comic Army. And we'll see you next week for Show Us What You Got at 7 p.m. And again, you can catch me Saturday, 2:30 for my triumphant return to Only Sides. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's it. I'm out of here.